What's going on, guys? Nautilus3 back on the green server, P99 Everquest, doing the classic reboot, revamp, whatever you want to call it. And I am killing crag spiders, hanging out with a chanter. We are duoing. He's pretty much fearing that I'm snaring and dotting. We both have pets. It's working out alright. Anyway, this is kind of an update. We are now level 21, almost 22 as you can see, and his pet just broke. This has been the spot since I've been about 16 that I turn to when it just wants something kind of laid back, easy XP, a little bit of something to do without having to stress. So I highly suggest this spot over here. You can do the lower level animals and the spiders. And then when you get higher, you can do the crag spiders. Lots of silks. I would suggest you buying at least a small sewing kit. I prefer the large one because when I'm not using it, I can use it as a bag. That would be the number one tip if you're going to come over here, in my opinion, is definitely get a sewing kit before you head over here, even if it's just one of the 2 slaughters, so you can combine your silks, because they do not stack. But as you can see, I'm getting quite a few, and you would never have space for all those silks if you didn't do that. But it's been a lot of good XP. But anyway, that's where my character's at. I have got a few items too. We got the split paw eye, just a silly little range, but it's got saves on it. We got the skull, which is 20 mana. That's pretty good. That's over there in Lake Wrath. I got a Stein. I ended up buying that, even though I guess I could have probably made an alt in the quest just because. Some handmade jewelry, 2 bracers, 2 rings. This is over there at the Knolls. I end up trading for this earring, which is a 25 mana earring, which I kind of really like that piece. Yeah, so I've got a few things and stuffs and all that, but overall, I'm not number 1 in the pack on Necros. I'm probably right in the middle at almost level 22. I believe there's a 40 chanter or something now after a week and a few days, and definitely higher leveled and stuff like that. But anyway, talking about the green server, there's a lot of dungeon killing going on. I haven't gotten very many dungeon killing. That does seem like that's the best XP. I've done Unrest, I've done Befallen, but they're very packed, and sometimes it's hard to get in. I've done Guck a little bit also, Upper Guck, but they did announce, and they went ahead and opened the Teal server, which is a offshoot of Green. I think the idea is to keep it less crowded, or to give people an opportunity, but it seems like not a lot of people went over there. I think this morning when I logged in, it's Monday morning, so it should be kind of an off time for some people. There's like 600 here, and like maybe 200 to 300 there. So it's about a third of the population went over there, which should allow camps to be more broken up. But I'm not so sure I agree with that move. It's not my call. Kind of feels like they're, I don't know, bowing to the masses of protests or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest with you, but it happened and it's over, so I'm just going to try to concentrate on my level and experience. Overall, Green has been trying, not stressful, but I have died several times in a row, retrieving bodies or being in the wrong place at the wrong time, or binding yourself in the wrong spot, and then when you do die, someone had trained over there. All those things have happened to me. Invis dropping at the wrong time, corpse runs that are like from Kinos to all the way to High Pass. I have done all those classic things, but at the same time, we have grabbed me and my group of friends, AC and Flip and Shariki and you know, all the guys and all the guys that are around. We've grabbed some really silly moments, some really fun moments, and some just a couple here and there sprinkles of server first kills and loots. So it's been quite a fun little adventure so far. I don't know what all this will entail for me in the future. I wouldn't mind doing the J boots over there, but I've heard the list thing is pretty crazy, and you have to hold the camp. I've heard of people who did get the J boots off there. They were there for like 2 to 3 12-hour stints. Of course, you could get it in their first try. Who knows? But I don't know how that's going to work. I definitely am not able at all ever to camp something for 12 hours. Even if I have the day off, I'm not interested in camping something for 12 hours. So, and that's how if that's how the game works, and that's how the game works. I'm not complaining about it. I won't be doing that. But yeah, the one thing I do want to talk about, like I said, the teal. I'd like to know what you guys think about them opening a second server. Whether you think it hurts the classic experience, if it helps the classic experience. I think it could do both on both sides. I think it could help people see content and get camps and groups. I get that. But at the same time, I think you're kind of, it's almost like a second pick or a second, two high hold keep camps now. And they are going to merge green and teal back together. So to me, it definitely feels like a, different pick rather than, I don't know how to put that. I don't know. You guys will have to tell me how you feel about that, and let me know what you think on their decision of doing that is. I find it odd. That's just my 2 cents on that. The other thing I did see, or I've been seeing here on green is, we have really, and myself definitely have been going out of my way. I was in the Valley or King's Orbs or whatever over by Runny Eye. I've been XPing in there, so I've been XPing more in the Karanas than I ever have in my whole entire EQ career. Doing spiders and animals and gnolls and aviacs and stuff like that, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I just didn't realize that I'd be doing so much in here in the Karanas and such. And I kind of enjoy going off the beaten path. And Lake Wrath, we were in Lake Wrath for a little bit. I kind of like going off the beaten path. I'm learning and seeing more different things that I really didn't slow down and see before. A couple named I learned about that I never took time to do or to just look up. And things are so more important on this server. Like a little bit more AC or a little bit more int or what. So I'm still learning this game after all these years. But I do like the fact that I've gone off the beaten path and seen some things and done some things that I haven't done in the past. I think that's really, really cool. Yeah, but overall, I'm giving it a definite thumbs up. I love playing over here. I'm having a good time. I have the Necro up to 21, like I said, and I'm not hating the fact that I did a Necro. I would like to try a melee because I've been hearing a lot of how hard they are to level and how hard they are to get groups. I don't know, hybrids seem to be hated on over here, so I wouldn't mind trying it just so I can experience it. So we'll have to see how that goes if I do that in the future. The times I did go for groups, I'll talk about this just for a minute. I was in Guck and I tried to make a group. I was like, there's a Scryer group and there's some other groups, and I was like, you know what, we'll just make a group and we'll just go, I'll just go peel out a corner, and we'll kill some things and maybe get six or seven mobs. There's no one down. It was right underneath the Scryer, that little room underneath the Scryer. I was like, we'll just make a little group and go down there. And I kept sending people tells trying to get them the group, and they're like, well, I'm on a list for this Scryer group, or I'm on a list for over here, or I'm on a list for over here. And I'm like, but we could make a group and we could go down here and start killing right now. Mobs are up. There's like 6 or 8 mobs up, and they're like, no, I'll wait and line up here. This group's already working. So I'm not used to that. I'm used to being able on blue to grab, even if it's not your tank, your slower, your DPS, and your quick, like your basics of a group. Even if it's something weird like Necro, Bard, Rogue, and Magician or Mage. Like I'm used to be able putting stuff together and just going somewhere, and people being willing to do that. Here it feels like a lot of the masses are like, nah, I'd rather not try it. I'd rather stand in line over here for a Skyer group, even though I'm third on the list, and wait till it opens because I can see it working. It's right there in front of me. I can see they're getting XP. I can see it's working. And I'd rather just do that than to try something different, which I find rather odd. And I don't know if that's blue people waiting to get the best XP because they know that's the best XP and that's the best loot, or if that's TLP people, or if that's brand new people, or if I'm just thinking about it, or if it even matters what people it is, to be honest. Because I don't want to hate on anybody that comes from any kind of EverQuest over here to try this. I think that's a good thing. But for you that are playing, let me know what you think. For you guys that aren't playing, let me ask you what you think of everything that's going on. Like if you are watching streams and watching videos, you know, if you're a live player or someone hasn't played in 30 years and you see it and you think it's crazy that, you know, we're going back and doing this, or someone is going back and doing this. But anyway, my ramblings and rants about all this. Overall, though, I'm having a great time. I'm getting lots of silks, man. And I'm going to have to clean out my bank for real. But yeah, anyway, this is 903. I'm going to stop rambling at you and stumbling over myself. Let me know what you think. Those are kind of some of the things that's going on. Some of the things that, you know, I've been thinking about or talking about between green and teal and classic and non-classic and all that. But I have made memories and hung out with my friends here. We've done some silly stuff, and I wouldn't trade it for the world or the experience for the world of starting over fresh. So, but anyway, let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to you later. This is 903. See ya.